We're going to a secret screening. They won't say what it is. We pretty much to put two and two together and guess. The runtime is precisely that of Guardians of the Galaxy. You went and did it, didn't you? You replaced a potential screening of Guardians of the Galaxy with a screening of Planet of the Apes. Damn you all! Damn you all to hell! Hello, Moobit here from Moobitmedia with a quick vloggy type thing for you. Well, and a review, hopefully. Depends on what happens in the next half hour. Heading towards the cinema now. I've just finished at Game of Dad's Towers for the day, and we're going to a secret screening in the Nottingham Cineworld. Yay! Now, they won't say what it is, but we pretty much put two together and guessed. Bit of a kerfuffle up in front there. There we go. We pretty much to put two together and guess, because all they do is show the runtime so that you can, you know, figure out if you got enough time to go and see it. And if you cross-reference the runtime with all the films that are coming out in the next month or so on IMDb, the runtime is precisely that of Guardians of the Galaxy. So we're hoping. When I say we, me and a couple of friends are meeting up. I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping it's Guardians of the Galaxy, which would be bloody awesome sauce. It's a whole 2 weeks before it comes out. Might even be a month, I can't remember. I think it's 2 weeks. I'll put it on the screen anyway for when it comes out. So that'll be pretty sweet. And yeah, so just a quick preamble really. Hopefully it'll be that. Hopefully we will see Groot and Rocket the Raccoon kicking some serious tail. So yeah, back in a second once I've got the ticket. Hopefully it'll say on the ticket what it is, but apparently sometimes they don't even say that. It's just a secret screening. You don't know until the film's started, so that should be a laugh. So yeah, see you in a second. If it's Guardians of the Galaxy, I'll be right back with a quick initial response cum review. So yeah, see you in a sec. Okay, hopefully not such a recognisable song playing in the background that's going to get me done for copyright on YouTube. Yeah, waiting for the film to start. I'm not going to... obviously going to switch everything off when the actual screen starts, but it's about 15 minutes before they even turn the thing on. This has got to be Guardians of the Galaxy, the secret screen. There's posters everywhere, like in every poster hole. Like there's standees everywhere, there's flags, there's everything. So, and there's 2 screens, and the place is absolutely rammed. This is the second screen we've been ferried into right now, which is the smaller one of the 2. Which I'm kind of glad I have, because I've actually got a really damn good seat. Middle, basically. In fact, I'll show you. There you go. Middle. So, you know, if I was in the bigger screen, I'd be right in the very front row, which, you know, crick in the neck for an old man like me, not good. So yeah, hopefully come back straight after this and let you know what it was that the screening was. See you in a sec. Well, unfortunately it wasn't Guardians, it was that. So, review coming up, here we go. Cut to the car cam. Okay, so it turns out that it wasn't a screening of Guardians of the Galaxy like just about every nerd in Nottingham thought it would be. No, it turns out it was a screening of the new Planet of the Apes film, which just so happens to have the exact same running time as Guardians. Never mind. So yeah, unfortunately not seeing Guardians a few weeks early. We're just seeing Planet of the Apes a couple of days early. But you know, it was okay. Just gonna let myself out the car park and we'll talk about it. Try and get in the right window, move it. Oh, there you go. There we go. So, yes, Planet of the Apes, first thoughts. Well, admittedly, and this is actually quite ironic, I was going to see Planet of the Apes anyway in a couple of weeks, but I haven't seen the first remake yet. Remake cum prequel, whatever the hell they're calling this series, and I haven't seen the first one yet, so if I want to see the first, I'm going to rent out the first one on Love Film or Netflix, whichever. Hopefully you can still see me, by the way. I can't really put any lights on in here. That might be better. There you go. Not brilliant. So yeah, I was going to see the first one and then go and see Planet of the Apes once it'd been released, because big fan of Andy Serkis. I mean, the man can do no wrong as far as or Serkis. I think it's Serkis, isn't it? Big fan of him anyway, even though I can't pronounce his name. Man can do no wrong. So very talented bloke. So yeah, I was going to see Planet of the Apes based on the fact, you know, he's the main guy in it. Unfortunately, I didn't know, but for those who haven't seen the first one, you really don't need to. To be fair, it is Hollywood. It is a Hollywood sequel, and they just dumb down and dumb down and dumb down, don't they, really, sequels? So it opens with a little montage credit sequence type thing, just basically giving audiences a brief overview of what happened in the first film. So with that in mind, it jumped straight in to the new film, and actually it was rather good. And I'm not the biggest, I'm going to get called a Philistine here, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Planet of the Apes films at all, really. Ooh, someone got cut off behind me, I think. I'm not the biggest fan of these films, so they never appealed to me, the original ones. Obviously, I watched the very, very original one. Who hasn't? So, you know, I kind of went in with an open mind. Oh, I didn't go in because I was seeing it, but you know what I mean. I had an open mind as the credits rolled. It started with Andy Serkis actually introducing the film, saying, "Hello, welcome to this secret screening. As you probably worked out with my face, you know, you're going to see Planet of the Apes. Please tell your friends, blah blah blah." So yeah, so it goes into the film and pretty much gets you quite up to speed. I mean, to be fair, it could be the first film out of it, really. It kind of picks up 10 years later. The Apes mentioned that 10 winters have passed since the first film, so when they're talking to each other. And civilization has moved on. The humans have started to rebuild, and I've just been cut up by a bus. There you go. The humans have started to rebuild in San Francisco. The apes don't know this. The humans don't know about the apes, and the apes have started to rebuild in the forests around San Francisco, made themselves a little Ewok village almost. And it has to be said, you spend a lot of that film from the perspective of the apes themselves. They've learned to communicate through sign language, which I'm presuming is covered in the first film, and the more alpha males can actually speak English as well, albeit, you know, not as I'm speaking. Oh, this is barely English, I'll admit. But they do communicate with words as well as signs. So, and Caesar can actually speak relatively fluently. At first I thought that might be a bit goofy, but it was actually done in quite a believable way, and they kind of developed as the film went on, and you realise that Caesar can speak a bit more than he's letting on, and you know, that's how he gets into a relationship with the main human characters there. And it's just your basic misunderstanding. How, you know, do we live together in harmony, or do we have a big all-out scrap and, you know, nobody wins? And it basically takes that kind of format. It's been done in a lot of films before. But the thing that struck me was the effects of the apes themselves. I mean, they were absolutely astonishing, to the point where, you know, even though in your head you kind of know it's CGI and everything, you kind of forget that they are CG apes. They do look very real. The fur, the movements of the actors who were in the mocaps were just spot on. Very believable characters, which is very important, as I said, in this film, because you spend a good probably more than 70, maybe 80% of the film with the apes, seeing them having families, seeing them in their clans, seeing the character of Caesar having, I mean, you see Caesar has got a wife and 2 children in this, and it's very believable. There we go, some drunken students crossing the road, that's nice. There we go. So yeah, just the fact that the CG was just used to tell the story is always brilliant, as opposed to CG that is the story when we're talking about things like the new Transformers film, which is again astonishingly good looking but very hollow and left me feeling, as a Transformer fan at least, it just left me feeling a bit hollow and a bit you know, because once you've seen, after 3 hours of it, once you've seen one explosion, you've seen them all. Whereas in Planet of the Apes, you're spending a lot of time with the characters and actually builds. You can actually know, you know, this ape's the general one. This ape's the one that doesn't trust humans, and you know, they have characters. I quite enjoyed that aspect of the film. Yes, the third act, not to do too many spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet, but the third act does go into slight formulaic Hollywood style, you know, the big climaxy battle at the end, but it's done in such a way that it's not just done for the sake of it. You know the motivations of the apes that are attacking, you know the motivations of the humans that are defending, and then obviously there's a section in the film where the apes are actually torn, so it's very well done. I'll not say more than that, so I'll let you go and watch the film. Would I say it's the best film this year? No, not really. There are other films out there, and obviously we've got Guardians coming up, which I'm looking out for with bated breath, and then plenty more films coming along. Lots of indie films British indie films that are coming along as well. So that is still wide open. Is it an entertaining sort of distraction? Yes, it is. It's probably, in terms of plot and enjoyment, it is better than Transformers. Depends what you're looking for. If you're just looking to look at some pretty explosions, and Bay can do no wrong on that front, then yeah, go and see Transformers first. I'd give Planet of the Apes a 7 out of 10 if you had to give it a scale, but still one of the better blockbusters of the summer so far. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this kind of bit of a ramble. I'm going to actually write a more coherent review on Moobitmedia and probably on Gaming Dads at some point, and I'll probably even mention it on Hospital Radio as well. If you're in Nottingham and you happen to be able to pick up Hospital Radio from City or Queen's Hospital, then please do give that a listen. So I'll probably give a mention on there. But yeah, from a bloggy perspective, I got so wound up about seeing Guardians, and my friends at work and everything, and we're all convinced as well. And even the way Cineworld did it, to be honest, they opened, it was going to be one screen, and they opened it into 2 due to popular demand, because I think everyone else thought that as well. And it was quite amusing in terms of the experience, because you know, they showed a few trailers and the lights go down and it says welcome to Cineworld, and everyone's there like, come on, you can hear all the nerds around you and all the cinema goers who obviously had come thinking it might be Guardians, maybe, and then the circus comes on the screen to introduce it, and it's just this loud collective "Aww" from like everyone in the cinema. It was absolutely brilliant. So pretty obvious to me that everyone else that was there was expecting it to be like a secret premiere of Guardians, and the fact that it was on, they kept opening new screens to put it on, and the fact that unfortunately I didn't get any footage of it for this video because the bottom floor where all the you know, the foyer with all the posters was actually boarded up by the time I went downstairs. But as you walk in, every single poster, I mean, there's you go into any Cineworld, they're all pretty much set out the same, and all the posters are all going down the one side of the wall there as you walk in, and every single one had got a Guardians of the Galaxy poster in there, so it was even more winding people up. And you get to the top floor where my screen was, and there's a massive Guardians standing posters up for the IMAX, and they got massive you know, the flag posters that hang down from the ceiling, one from each character, and they weren't there a couple of days ago when I went to see Transformers. So we're like, yes, it's gotta be, and then Andy Serkis comes on going, hi, you're here to see Planet of the Apes, and everyone's like, oh damn it. The guy next to me's like, leans over and goes, I thought I could have sworn it was Guardians, oh no, you know. And I think that probably did possibly spoil people's enjoyment of the film, because it was quite a quiet audience, because I think everyone was a bit bummed that it wasn't like a, you know, an advanced screening of the next Marvel film. But from the chatter, when the end credits rolled up, a lot of people said, yeah, it was alright actually, I quite enjoyed it, it was okay. So yeah, that's pretty much how you'd expect it. But if you're going in to actually buy the ticket to go and see the film in the first place, then you know what you're getting into. You can sit there and enjoy it for its own merits, and it has got a lot of merits to talk about. It is, like I say, it's a very good film, but not quite the best. And I think I'll leave it there. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, my main vloggy type channel, which is youtube.com/Moobit, which is sort of geek culture stuff. So I do tech reviews, and we do film reviews and tour reviews and the odd vlog. So your reviews and stuff are on at 6 PM and the vlogs are on at 6 AM as and when. So do subscribe to that, and you can subscribe to Retrocast for retro gaming and stuff, and look at my blog, which is moobitmedia.wordpress.com/contact for all the other stuff that I do. Until then, let me know in the comments below what you thought of if you were at the secret screening. Did you think it was Guardians? Were you disappointed that it was Planet of the Apes? Did you enjoy Planet of the Apes? Let me know below, or on Twitter at Moobit. And until next time, I'll see you around. Ta-ra!
I like to move it, bit.